So I saw on Locked On Lions yesterday, shout out to Matt Derry, and Justin Rogers. Phenomenal piece on Chris Spielman. If you don't have the subscription to the Detroit News, you won't be able to read it, I don't think, but it was a fantastic piece. But on the show, make sure you subscribe to Locked On Lions. On the show, they talked about Jeff Okudah. And Justin Rogers said that he wouldn't be surprised if Jeff Okudah is not on the roster come the start of the NFL season. I have said that a ton of times. And maybe then, and only then, will you stop trying to make Jeff Okudah something he's not. We want Jeff Okudah to be that guy. Anybody that's picked that high needs to be that guy, right? We give him more slack or less slack than we give DeAndre Swift. And you know I have always been on Jeff Okudah head from before the days of YouTube, the early days of YouTube, and I have always been on his head, 100%. He was never a guy that I wanted. Now, I understand a dude criticizing another dude. Listen, this guy gets paid millions of dollars. He's an NFL player. He plays in front of thousands of people. Criticism is something that happens. Just like I'm on the internet, y'all got y'all snappy comments. I get criticized. It is what it is, right? But will the Detroit Lions, is it possible they move on from Jeff Okudah, especially with what they did in the offseason so far? We got 3 people in the secondary. 3. 2 of them are cornerbacks. One is a safety that can play nickel. Right now, Jeff Okudah is the depth piece. Now, Mosley is coming off an injury. So the only battle that I see really is between Mosley and Okudah. The Detroit Lions can move on from Jeff Okudah. They really could. According to, this is Spot Track, here is Jeff Okudah. Here are his numbers for the 2023 season. They have yet, by the way, to pick up his 5th-year option. Heading into 2024, his base salary is just over $1 million. He's 24 years old. His signing bonus, $5 million, $5.5 million. His roster bonus is $4.1 million. His cap hit is $10 million. His dead cap is $5.5 million. Okay? $5.5 million. Why won't they let me highlight that? All right, you see it. Maybe because it's got the underline. And Justin Rogers said he wouldn't be shocked if Jeff Okudah was not on the Lions roster come 2023, the start of the season. We've seen first-round picks get cut before. We had one on our team, Mike Hughes, who now plays for the Atlanta Falcons, if I'm not mistaken, was a former first-round pick, albeit he wasn't drafted in the top 3. He was at the end of the first round, and he got cut within his rookie contract. The Lions, that would be a big cap hit, which is why I don't think they would move on. But this Justin Rogers he's on the inside. He knows much more than we do. And for him to even insinuate that Jeff Okudah, it wouldn't be a surprise if he wasn't on the roster. I think we have to take notice, and I think it's time for us to be honest with ourselves and say, hey, there's a real possibility that the Jeff Okudah experiment is over. ENT says, I wanted Isaiah Simmons at 3, then still want him now. Who Got the Juice says, like Holmes said, this was essentially his rookie season. And, I mean, but what does that mean? Holmes also said that he had to get a backup quarterback either in free agency or through the draft, and now we look like we're stuck with the draft. So what I'm saying is, of course Brad Holmes is going to say that. Why would he not say that? Here, that's like saying, that's the same with Jameson Williams is essentially a first round, like having a 3rd first round pick. I mean, people make this stuff stretch. Of course, you think Brad Holmes is going to be like, yeah, man, Jeff Okudah sucks. He's not going to say that. Corners get injured too often. I say keep him for depth. Give Dre Bly a year with him. Okudah should switch positions and become the new backup QB. If Carter is available at 6, okay, trade out of the pick. Okay, we're drafting a QB at 6 and at 18 if this is true. Dorian Williams from Tulane is a guy they could draft or maybe the 3rd or through 5th. He's great in coverage and could play special teams for a year or 2. All right, so Motor City Thanos comes in with the snap, says, I think we saw the best version of Okudah we gon' get. And you know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. I think that you're right. He was hurt his rookie year. He got hurt season ending his 2nd year. His 3rd year was essentially his rookie year, and he played tremendous the first couple of games of the season. He was benched at the second half of the season. Near the end of the season, Jeff Okudah was not on the field, right? You go from shutting down Justin Jefferson to not on the field. Amani, who is no longer on our team, officially signed with the New York Giants, was stellar in 2021 and was benched in 2022. There comes a moment where it's okay to say that Jeff Okudah is not it. And that's what I think Lions fans, I have never seen a player since I've been on YouTube get that much cushion as Jeff Okudah. Jared Goff, y'all was ready to throw that fool out immediately. Immediately. Right away. Y'all was ready to be done with Jared. Y'all was ready to call Aiden Hutchinson a bust after game 5. But something with Jeff Okudah y'all will not let this man go. So let me know in the comments below, how likely do you think it is that the Detroit Lions move on from Jeff Okudah? Me, I don't know. Justin is closer than I am. He wouldn't be surprised. Neither would I. I also wouldn't be surprised if he plays year 4 and he winds up Mike Hughes 2.0, where after year 4, he gone. Because year 4, his salary, Jeff Okudah's salary for year 4, his base salary, Jeff Okudah's base salary for year 4, okay, which is the option that the Detroit Lions have yet to pick up, $11 million. This is the highest he would be paid in his time as a Detroit Lion. $11 million. This is more money than he's been paid in each individual season as a Detroit Lion. Jeff Okudah is not safe. Don't think because he's a first-round pick he's safe, but consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. On a push to get to 10K by the NFL draft, you can help me do that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions. All right, I'm trying to tell y'all.